I'm Ian Taylor.
I'm Joe Monroe.
My name is Owen Granado.
Ramez Shakashiro.
My name is Teresa Dupuy. I am a 47-year-old vet.
My name is Eric Smith. I am 47 years old.
Ian always wanted to have a parkour gym, and so we started talking about what that would look like about 8 years ago, almost 9 years ago. And we started talking about what we wanted out of a parkour gym. And one of the things that he talked about a lot was how his influences with the yamakasi is kind of one of his driving forces. And we realized mutually that it would never feel right to try to invite any of them to come to our gym if we were pricing people out of it.
And everything that they've taught us is what I want to pass on to anyone who's willing to learn.
I remember a long time ago when I first started coaching, teaching my grandmother how to do a forward roll on the trampoline, and because she was just like, I'll try it, why not? Yeah. And then all of a sudden she's like, wow, I didn't realize I was that flexible. You don't know till you try. And if there's a way that you can do that without having to pay $1 gazillion, then bingo. Why not come in? Give it a shot. It's not that hard. It really isn't. My 50-year-old dad can do backflips still. And because he does it all the time.
I think the idea of having senior citizens come in and get a little physical and kind of interact with the world again in ways where they've been told they can't, that actually kind of excites me more than anything else.
People 60 and above. I have one lady that's 80 and above. And again, it's just the functional movement bit is getting up and down without hurting yourself. Like if you're on a hike and you fall down with a weight on your back or something like that, you can get up and it won't be that big of a deal. You can pick things up off the ground, and you can run and you can go up the stairs without feeling like that's going to be the end of the world for you, and you can actually feel confident in the way you move.
Of course, the younger you are, the more wiggly your body's going to be, but that's where we start. You start small, you start simple. I'm not just going to chuck you into a massive wall climb your first day, and we're going to go from the ground level up. It's a process, not a assignment.
To me, the concept of teaching your kids parkour is akin to self-defense. The ability to escape is probably as or more valuable than the ability to defend yourself, because someone's not going to come after you unless they think it's a lopsided fight. So if you can do some crazy shit and all of a sudden you're up a fence and around a building and gone, I just feel like parkour adds options that you otherwise don't have. And in most instances where you need those options, the parkour options are going to be more viable than the self-defense ones.
So using functional fitness movement to kind of actually work on that combative nature, the idea would be get away from this person as quick as possible and as safely as possible, right? Because no one, your purse you can replace, your wallet you can replace, the money in your wallet you can replace, but you can't replace, 6 months in the hospital because some guy is acting crazy and you wanted to act crazy too, or the loss of your life, especially with your loved ones. So being able to find a space to be able to teach, okay, I need to get away from this person as quick as possible, and I need to figure out a route that will keep me safe and keep the people I'm with safe, and allow me to escape this kind of situation that I found myself in. And I think that class would be really, really cool, and it would be really beneficial to a lot of people.
So yeah, as a father, I like the idea that my kids have some, ability to get away or do something unexpected. I love the idea that she can jump off a fence and a wall and all of a sudden flip over the top of the fence and be half a block down before anyone realized, well, wait, what?